On this channel, we like to do tank-only challenges. But today, we're gonna bring it to the next level. Because today, we're going to play the Netherlands. This is not going to be fun. So without further ado, Iron Man, historical, and go. So yeah, 1936 Netherlands. I'm gonna start off with building infrastructure and mills in the Indies. Why? I'm gonna go back to that later. Research-wise, we don't even know what a tank is, so let's research tank. At the same time, we also don't know what a motorized division is, so let's research that. And we time it that the motorized division is done before the tank. This way, when we get the free tank division from researching tanks, which you do see at the bottom of the description we will have motorized inside of it instead of horses. And the rest I'm gonna go into production. Why production? Because our nation has very fun modifiers, which basically cripples our ability to build anything. Let's just say the Netherlands might be the worst nation to do a tank-only challenge on. Because we don't know what a tank is, we have modifiers that make it harder to construct tanks, and we will get attacked early by the greatest military power in Europe. Yeah, fun. Anyways, first focus, we're gonna abandon the gold standard for a little bit faster construction speed, and production-wise, we're gonna build a bit of everything. Plus, very important, convoys. Gonna get some steel from Sweden for that. Our army, be gone. We don't know what a tank is, so yeah, we can't use it. At the same time, we also are not allowed to garrison anything, because yeah, we also garrison with tanks. I love this challenge. I don't know, I like doing them, but this one in particular is painful. The only good news here are that we have very high compliance, so our resistance will start to grow very slowly. So we've abandoned the gold standard, improving our construction speed by a little bit. Let's continue the path of reformation and get civilian industry by building public works. Let's do it. And in the background, Germany is doing Germany stuff. And with public works done, let's do these two infrastructure focuses. So we know what a truck is, and that is no day too late, because in 8 days from now, we're gonna know what a tank is. And with this amazing research finally unlocked, let's immediately rush down basic medium tank chassis. It's gonna take us forever to research, but we don't get any modifiers to do it faster, and I'd rather have them earlier than later. A little bit of a waste for research, I know, but what else can I do? And with these two focuses done, let's expand. I'm not gonna pronounce that. Giving us 2 military factories and some funding for an MIO. Sure, I mostly do this for the mills. And we've finally reached 20 command power, so let's get an army morale expert. And yes, I know the army maneuver expert sounds better for tank divisions, but he will disappear after we appointed a new supreme commander, and this guy won't, giving us more army experience. So he wins. Also funding normally wait for political power, but with so little war support, command power is a problem. And with that focus done, let's finally start to form a new government. I didn't want to do that immediately, because I do like this dude for the consumer goods factory factor. Still an amazing ton breaker. But the political power we currently lose from big government is horrible, and this focus removes that. It also gives us a way worse leader, but more about him later. Just know we need political power. And because we've gotten some army experience, I'm gonna use it to make an horrible interwar light tank with a machine gun as a turret. It's basically just the cheapest tank I can build, not gonna lie. So we have something to garrison with. And I'm gonna give it like 2 factories, should be enough. I'm also gonna finally delete all of the divisions, because we now have an armored division that we can use to garrison. And because I always set myself the goal to have 50% hardness, otherwise it doesn't count as a tank division, I'm gonna waste a little bit of army experience to bring it up to 50%. Very good. This is basically gonna be our guard division. So let's put it to local autonomy. Actually, great garrison law. And yeah, we got all the way up to 34% resistance, but we had like no army here. So that these provinces are still kind of loyal is a miracle. Left them alone for basically a year. On the other side, Brazil is now in a state of emergency. Maybe they also need our tanks to garrison. And with this focus now done, we will not immediately go down the next one, but we're gonna go down obtain foreign colonial investments. A very good focus that unlocks decisions to give us more factories and resources. Very good. Oh yeah, and our government is not gonna be great. And because of nothing better to do, I'm gonna buy a few trucks from the British. Because unironically, trucks are gonna be a bottleneck later on. At the same time, we have enough political power to get the anti-revolutionary, giving us more political power and stability. Really good guy. Yeah, look at that political power going up. Very good. At the same time, this focus is done. So let's finally do the gateway to Europe. And we can now click these decisions over here to just buff our industry, basically. Very nice. And with also gateway to Europe done now, I would say let's get the 4th research slot. Gonna be very useful. What we also have to do now is to placate the British and the Germans up to 50. Because I haven't mentioned it yet, but we're gonna do the monarchist path. Because I might still have open business with this this path. For those who saw my last Netherlands video, know that I maybe screwed a little bit up in the end. And to this day, I might have searched for a reason to redo that again. So is this video just a way for me to redo this focus? Maybe. But it might just be a horrible challenge idea I had. Trust me, this is literally my 3rd time recording today. This is... yeah, still want to do it though. And because I see we have a good amount of army experience, I'm gonna get the military theorist and we're gonna go down mobile warfare. So I want to hear no more complaints about me only doing Space Marines and only doing Grand Battle Plan, because I use no Space Marines today and no Grand Battle Plan. I might not even use an Air Force today, but this is more of a logistic reason than rule set. I mean, I could just say, oh, we're not allowed to use Air Force, but honestly, we just don't have the time to build an Air Force, and I didn't delete it at the beginning, so it would be kind of wrong to act like this is planned. I'm just adapting the strategy as it goes, and the strategy in my head says we have no time for Air Force. But on the side, the Japanese-Chinese War happened, allowing us, thanks to the increased world tension, to start a land lease to the Dutch East Indies. And you know what? I'm just gonna send them everything we have, because this way we reduce their autonomy, allowing me to annex them. Because yeah, we're gonna annex them. That's what we're building in them. Because having direct control over these islands with very high compliance, which the local autonomy garrison law can easily achieve, will be such a good boost. In the background, we have researched the medium tank. I'm just gonna research interwar artillery real quick and wait for some more army experience, because I just wasted it all. And then we should be able to create a tank. Actually, really good. And with the research slot in our hands, let's do overturn military budget cuts. More war support, more army experience. Very useful. I might have forgotten for a bit to do those placate decisions, so yeah, we can't do that focus yet. I'm sorry. But yeah, now we got them. Very good. And because I have most of the tank parts that I want researched, let's build a tank. I have to keep it on the cheaper side, but this should be good enough. I personally would love to go for cast armor, but it is so much more expensive. It is wild. But yeah, we actually build medium tanks now. Very good. And with overturn military budget cuts done, let's do maintain trade neutrality. So focus is done. It's a very fast focus, 35 days. Let's immediately go down the monarchist focus, and also, because we have enough political power and we just reduced the autonomy to the point, integrate the Dutch East Indies. Of course, don't forget deleting the army and all the division templates. Very good. Of course, for now, it's gonna be very hard to garrison and we will get barely anything out of them because we have no compliance. But thanks to local autonomy, in basically no time, we will have high compliance and no resistance. So will not be too bad. And not gonna lie, we actually have tanks under control. We lost a little bit of industry, that is sure, but we have enough tanks to actually occupy this. This is pretty good. Anyways, on the side, we can now do motorization drive because we have 35 political power, basically making it free to redesign our tank template. So let's redesign it. I'm gonna call it Elite Armored Division. I know, very creative. And basically for now, make it a 16 width armored tank division. Yeah, I know it's very bad, but we need something to work with. At the same time, now that we stop building any Dutch East Indies, because we don't need to integrate them anymore, let's build up our own industry and a little bit of a defense. That's gonna be very useful. And because it's amazing to have in any tank division, let's get Maintenance Company 2 for more reliable tanks and also cheaper tanks. Very amazing upgrade. And with this focus now done, let's do this over here, because we need to do war and pacifism, like right now. You know what? I just noticed that the resistance over here is destroying a lot of my motorized, so I'm just gonna remove all the motorized from the garrison division, because it doesn't need to be good anyways. And now we are only needing tanks. And once we hit the 25% compliance threshold, it will become so much cheaper to garrison. So that focus is done, making it cheaper to build land forts, and I'm gonna do that in a second. But more importantly, and obviously, we're gonna say Germany is the greater threat. Yeah, I think that's about right. What I'm also gonna do right now is build another tank template, another cheap one, because we need an anti-air tank. And no, this doesn't count as Space Marines, because we're building actual tank divisions, okay? Like, this is what they're meant to be used in. And yes, I put both tank divisions on auto upgrade. By the way, we're not needing any trucks right now, so I'm just gonna stop building them for a while. We really need to catch up with tanks. But I think I have the right MO upgrade for that. Production efficiency gain, that's really good. And with this focus also completed, we can finally do war on pacifism. We can finally remove this horrible modifier. And with that focus done, I would say symbol of resistance, because we need it later anyways. And while this is going on, I'm gonna improve relations with Britain, because the next focus I'm gonna do is go with Britain. And very important now, we have to spam this. Let's do it. I don't know why it's at the bottom of everything, but it's very easy to forget down here. It's very, very easy. Yeah, in the background, I'm still doing these. They are very useful. And our tank divisions are slowly being built. I'm not sure if that will be enough, but if they're equipped, it might be just good enough, quote unquote. But yeah, our garrison is catching up. It was over minus 1,000, and now we're like at 900. So slowly but surely. Good choice that I didn't invest more in them. This is such a min-max challenge. It is like not not even fun how hard it is. It is so harsh. And yeah, our first tank divisions are here. So far, so good. We basically just need a lot more fortifications, and then we might have a chance. Might. And with symbol of resistance done, let's go with Britain. And as you can see, we have reached the 25% threshold, meaning we're not really banned on light tanks anymore because we need way less to garrison. As I said, local autonomy, really good. So Britain, do you let me in? Very good. That second, fate of Czechoslovakia. Yeah, we're running out of time here. I would say next best focus to do right now, Fortress Holland. Yeah, that sounds very good. I've already upgraded our anti-air by a good amount, so we will get +1 on top of that, I think, and even more forts on top of the forts we already built. That's why I wanted to have them built now, because building them before you get the focus is cheaper. Trust me. There's so many Germans at our border. This is so wild. Oh my god. I'm gonna be a little bit cursed and go with static defense, because yeah, I think that's gonna be useful especially in the beginning. Later on, I will definitely go to maneuver warfare, but right now, like, no chance. We just need static defense. It's gonna be very useful. And yeah, the fun begins. This is bad. And I would say the earlier we join, the better, because right now the allies are here and are a good buffer zone. So let's join right now. So there will be attack, and don't just run over to Poland. I'm basically pinning them down to defending me. I'm forcing them to help. What we're gonna do right now is stop whatever we're doing and replace the defeatist government. For this focus, we needed to wait for war to begin, and it basically replaces our current leader with a way better one. So let's get him. But oh my god, I'm gonna miss this industry so much. It's only civilian, right? But still, it's gonna suck to not have that. And you know what? I normally never do this, but let's flood the plains. The good news right now is we are actually holding out, and their cash is not here yet, so we might actually have a chance. Might. I'm not gonna forget this time to make a front line. Yeah, they're already damaging the forts. It's kind of bad, but maybe with one more NTR level, we should have this under control. Okay, not gonna lie, for now, we are holding out. Doesn't mean it will stay that way. I'm gonna do something weird and might just build a port here, because logistics over here are very bad. This is very raided. But yeah, so far, defensive-wise, we are doing amazing. By the way, while all of this is going on, let me just show you what I've done to the tank division. I have increased it to the 20th, which is still within my rules, and added a lot of support companies. Maintenance company, engineers, artillery, motorized recon companies, a lot of good stuff. What I'm also gonna do right now is add easy maintenance. Should make these tanks a bit better. But we are kind of struggling to get steel right now, so yeah, that kind of is annoying. It doesn't drag us down too much, it's 5%, but still, it is 5% that we need. But we have lost like 2,000 people so far, versus the German 70k, so that's a good kitty. And good news, the defeatist government is gone. First business order of the new government, introduce the Wahlpflicht. We need soldiers, and we now have little Churchill. I mean, the first thing I'm going to do right now is go to war economy, obviously, but yeah, we need political power for that, and I don't have political power right now. Our leaders are gonna be so good though. Like, look, even more tank defense. This is so good. Just have to try to stay positive with tanks, and we should be fine. I'm even building one more tank division in the background, because I do think we will need more than what we currently have, especially after France is gone, because we're gonna be very alone. And yeah, my plan works out. All of the CAS and bombers are being shot down by static and mobile anti-air. That is very good. It's also minimal damage they're doing, so this works out. Not investing into Air Force was a good idea, and is officially part of the challenge now. Obviously, planned from the beginning. I'm a genius. I gotta say, I'm not sure if because I'm holding out so well, but France is still around. They will fall very soon, and then I'm gonna be alone on this continent. But I am surprised he's still here. Not gonna lie. So, our project is done. Let's request allied favors. I don't know if that does anything, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this only gives us stuff if we capitulate it. But you know what? I'm just gonna take the political power. Might be a net loss, because you kind of lose one a day by doing 70-day focuses. But we need to get down here anyway, so let's do it. And Paris has fallen. Bad news for me. Very bad news for me. Yep, I'm alone. Hello. Anyways, let's do war economy. Giving me some civilian factories back. And yeah, we will need them, because there's gonna be a lot of troops next to us in a second. Good news is we're about to get another tank. And you know what? It is 100% equipped. I'm just gonna pop it out. You will learn on the battlefield. Not gonna lie. I'm so happy this is working out now, because this was not easy to pull off. The first few test runs, absolute disaster. This time around, better timing. Yeah, that's basically it. I just got better timing with all of this. I can surely still improve, but for now, I'm just very happy that this works out so well. I mean, quote unquote so well. Most of my nation is occupied, but we're making good damage to the Germans. They lost 325k troops to us, and we have lost 3,500. Yeah, we're doing well. So, allied requests are done. So, any other important focuses I want to do? Over here, we could get light tank bonuses, but that's not very interesting for me. So, let's do the only man in the Dutch government, the Queen, turning us monarchists. focus. And by the way, I just noticed we're still on volunteer only. So if you don't want to fight, you can just chill at home. I mean, you will probably get bombed, but you know, you can just chill at home if you want. And yeah, we can't do any of these things with the allies because we haven't capitulated. Great. Anyways, let's invest into the Indies. Also, finally, this port is done. So I'm gonna, you know, let my navy repair for a little bit and might actually start some trading again because this region is way less raided. Yeah, we're actually getting some steel now. That feels good. Oh, we're building the tanks so fast now. Oh my god, I need to reduce the tank production because we're missing some other equipment. But overall, that feels really good. We can actually build more and more of our tank divisions. I like it. Why does Luxembourg still exist? Particularly at one Luxembourg. Just vibing in the middle of 1940 Europe. I even noticed we could have gotten desperate defense, which would have been very helpful in the first few days, but I completely forgot this exists, so I didn't do it. Great. Anyways, we are monarchists. Yeah, let's do monarchist focuses. This one gives 200 political power, and I have like not a lot of government stuff. I'm gonna take that one. The only downside is that in the Indies are all of our compliance reset. I mean, not completely, but 50%, which does hurt a lot. I will go to civilian oversight because it's the fastest law to gain compliance. It does kind of suck that we lost so much compliance in our territories. But what can you do? Completely forgot about that focus. Just a random 3 off-map military factories. Yeah, that's not completely broken. No, I'm gonna take that. I deserve these mill factories. I don't know where they come from, but I deserve them. Oh, and we also have a war industrialist. Very good. And I know I remember that guy. No, sure, why not? Let's take him. I'm already regretting it. No, we can give him leadership. He's really bad. And this guy's way better. Here, have the armies. Gotta have the royal corruption, you know? It's not about competence. It is about being a prince. By the way, there's so many allied in my nation. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Could you, like, not? You know what? I'm gonna force him to leave. Be gone, allies. No more supply for you. Go away. Okay, I might have made a mistake because there's a lot of Germans attacking, but they're not breaking through, so that's good. I do want them to attack me, though, because if they don't attack me, they don't lose any equipment, and then they just endlessly stand around and build themselves up. I want them weak, so attack me, please. Also, we're gonna thin out the air force when they do that. That is also very good. Look at that. So, a few focuses later, let's do a new Dutch unity for war support and stability. Most importantly, a prerequisite for another very strong focus. I just noticed that I can't do this focus because Luxembourg is not in the allies yet because the Germans didn't attack them. Oh my god. Okay, well that is going on. I guess let's reform the military. I have nothing better to do. I really hope that the Germans declare war on them very soon because otherwise, yeah, this is bad. And oh my god, finally, Luxembourg joined the allies and got capitulated. And you know what? I don't actually care about this focus. So let's do revive the buffer state proposal. Basically asking the UK if we can on paper annex Belgium and Luxembourg to basically unify the Benelux. I mean, we still have to reconquer the land, but on paper, this will be our land. So we don't need to take it in a peace conference. We just need to reconquer it. The UK needs to like us for that. So I approve relations, and I didn't do that focus yet, which I will explain later what it exactly does. But let's just say the allies don't like it. So focus it through, and the allies say yes, meaning we annex Luxembourg and Belgium. Nice. Now let's do something unpopular. Basically, we are now supporting the German Emperor, and German troops will defect to our side. But that's not all this focus does. More about what it also does later. So, Soviet War does start, meaning the Germans will remove a lot of troops from our front line. Goodbye. Giving us the opportunity to try some more pushing. Oh yeah, we also have been kicked from the allies because I finished this focus over here, and I really don't like that. But that is not as important. We could actually join the Comintern. Do I want to join the Comintern? It would be so stupid. You know what? No. I was about to click it, but no. I can't go that far. Okay, Japan declared war on me, meaning, yeah, these islands, we might just lose them very soon. Kind of sad, but I mean, the US is in the war too, so they might help. That aside, I'm kind of triggering for the Germans to attack me a bit more because I want to push them, but for that to happen, I need to weaken them more. Yeah, now I have the problem that I'm stuck in my own fortifications. Didn't plan on that, but it is what it is, and I don't have an air force, which is the huge downside of not having an air force. But I feel like if they push a bit deeper in the Soviet Union, they will need more troops, and they will give up these troops stashed over here. Losses-wise, we're still looking very good, meaning we had under 10k losses, and the Germans lost 864k troops to me. What? And now we're starting to get German divisions, and I can't disband them. That is kind of stupid for the tank. You know what? I'm just gonna ban them into the Congo, and we're just gonna ignore them. I can't delete them because, and oh my god, they have integrated Belgium, so I need to delete those. Yeah, let's just ignore them. I'm not gonna use them. I guess it's a compromise. Okay, we might be able to do a breakthrough. Let's try. And yes, we've broken through our own defense line. Let's go. no. Allies want us back in the Allies. I have different plans, Allies. Would you look at that? Slowly reconquering our own land. I mean, very slowly. This was a lot of time has passed, but we are back. My navy was parked outside, and apparently the Japanese arrived. Hello, British. Where's your navy? Yeah, let's just say I didn't expect that. And here we go. We've caught one German province, meaning we will get a Germany on our side, being led by the monarchists. And best of all, this Germany is our puppet. So now the fun will really begin. This is, by the way, why the Allies don't like us that much anymore, because we literally just spread monarchism. Apparently, that's not very popular. Oh my god, we are reconquering our industry really well now. The civilian industry feels so good. I can build so much now. I'm just gonna build a lot in Germany, because then I can integrate them. And yeah, just so you know what I screwed up last Netherlands video. If you win the war, Germany stops being your puppet. So we have to prepare it in a way where we annex them right before we win the war. A lot of timing here needed, not gonna lie. But best of all, we can now import all our steel from Germany. So no more convoy raiding. Amazing. So we're a little bit in the negative now, but we've reconquered good amounts of industry. So yeah, I would call this a W so far. Let's see if we can hold it. That's like the downside here. I will be risky though and start this 210-day focus, and we're not allowed to lose any of these two provinces. Yeah, and the Japanese are now arriving over here, and the Allies don't care at all, so we're gonna lose this land temporarily. Sad, but it is what it is. We have to concentrate on Europe. And here we go, all the Benelux under our control. I would say let's core this. And maybe we also want to drain the water lines. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need to be flooded anymore. Oh my god, the industry and the manpower is so good. Just so you know, we're still on volunteer only. So whoever doesn't want to fight just doesn't fight. With the upside that you don't get bombed anymore. You know what? The help might actually be appreciated, and the Soviets are getting a lot of war support. So I'm gonna join the Allies again in hope that they will just reinforce my lines, because this offensive has been kinda costly, but gaining Germany is worth it. And look at that. The US finally joined the Allies. Finally. Why did you add Joe Biden 0? When did you add Joe Biden 0? And I would say we finally changed static warfare to maneuver warfare. And yeah, if the Germans really weakened and our tanks still undersupplied, but also the Allies not being around, I would say let's not wait any longer and push. This surprisingly works. Good. We're down to 11% war participation, but that's good. I might actually need to stop now, because I'm capitulating them too fast. You know what? Chill a little bit. Let's stop pushing. Now I've been kicked again. Oh my god. I'm so lucky though that I'm prepared for this. And look at that. We got the focus done. Kind of took forever, but yeah, we can really industrialize now. So let's get some civs. Not gonna lie, we've been kicked out of the Allies all the time. This war is pure chaos. I'm just basically a specialized elite force. It's trying its best to do as much damage as possible to hold Germany together. My Germany, which has grown by a lot, but this has one downside. They're fighting for autonomy, like really hard. So I'm basically trying my best to get their autonomy down, but they are fighting really hard. Oh, by the way, I did liberate France before I got kicked out, just that I don't have to defend myself anymore. You know what? We've been kicked out of the Allies so many times again, and I'm just gonna say, screw it. We're gonna join the Comintern. I have no idea how it would make sense that monarchist nations would join the Comintern, but they just did. And the Soviet Union is asking me for manpower. Okay, here, have like something. And yes, we're still on volunteer only. I didn't put it up at all. But I do gotta say, decreasing Germany's autonomy is an uphill battle, but I am winning it so far. If I will win it before the war is over, I don't know. Okay, the war is over. I got modern day Germany. Ironic, I know. Like, I didn't plan this. It's just the land I got in the peace conference. And they shouldn't stop being the puppet yet, because we're still at war with Japan. So that should give me some time to annex them. Not gonna lie, the Soviet Union got a lot of land, like including this. It is kind of cursed. And because the war is over, I left the Comintern. Guess who wants me back? The Allies. You can't make this up. This is so stupid. I don't know if I've ever shown off my industry, but we have 133 mills now and 100 civilian factories. It is crazy. And I think after this land lease, I should be able to integrate Germany. And finally, let's get our 5th research slot. Yeah, that took forever. And it's kind of my fault for doing anti-autonomy focuses for a while, but yeah, that took forever. I've been kicked from the Allies again. Yippee. This is so stupid. And you know what? Now that we have some industry, let's rebuild our medium tank. And finally, the good armor. And while I was doing that, the event triggered, the Central Powers got formed, and Germany is free now. yet they're the head of the Central Powers. So I might have an idea what we can do to get them back. Somehow I'm still getting the German divisions. How? Oh my god, this is so weird. I'm banning them to the Congo and to the other colonies, just for them not to be used at all. Can't delete them though, because, you know, fun. Good news, I think the Allies are about to win against Japan, meaning I can start my plan. I just noticed how much resources we're currently selling. Annexing the Indies was such a good idea, not gonna lie. We're selling so much. Oh my god, steel to Portugal. I love it. And the war is over. I didn't contribute anything, so I will probably just get nothing. I mean, I can steal the Iraqi Navy, sure. I'm sure those are gonna be great borders. Anyways, Central Powers, leave. War justification, Rhineland, let's go in. Funny thing is, I'm still getting German defectors, even though, you know, Germany is completely, I mean, might have lost all of this, but completely liberated. I'm just saying, they're still willing to join my cause. So, I'm done with the tank MIO, and this one is really good. The production bonuses are really, really helpful, not gonna lie. Also, I'm done with doctrines, so that's also good. And I think we can just obliterate Germany once we attack them. I mean, it is kind of funny how we went from... Oh, another German defector, please just go away. It is kind of funny how we went from holding out against Germany to let's invade Germany. I mean, I didn't want to do it like that, right? I wanted to annex them diplomatically, but no, the game said no. We have to do it like this now. And yeah, look at that, my war goal is ready. No guarantee, but let's risk it. And let's see how good my tanks perform. Turns out, advanced medium tanks with a very much reworked template, we are now 36 with, do very well. And even though the Germans have more industry, they just didn't have enough time to build up a huge army, so the army is actually very limited compared to mine. Yeah, let's go in. Denmark declared war on the Soviet Union. Oh my god. He looks way too happy for that. And the British sent the volunteers. Ah, what dicks. Anyways, I would say let's hold out a little bit, play a little bit defensive. We have conquered most of the big chunks of industry, so they should be debuffed quite a bit. But for now, I think chilling for a little bit is not a bad plan. And I'm still getting German defectors. Stop defecting to me. War this was meant for is over. Man, these Germans just really want to be Dutch, I tell you. By the way, losses-wise, in this very short conflict, I lost 9,000. They lost 653,000. I'm the aggressor. Let's just say tank divisions are a lot of fun. And you know what? Let's just push. Yeah, the push so far going very well. I might be missing tanks right now, but the Germans miss even more equipment, therefore I'm winning. This is so good. Yeah, I think we got this. It's mostly southern Germany left, so the true punishment has begun. These encirclements are so wild. It's just so many British and German. The British sent so many volunteers. It's actually wild. I thought they joined the faction somehow, so that's how many volunteers to send. And yeah, war is over. Let's just take everything directly. Exit the peace conference. Finally, oh my god, it removes German defectors. Oh, this took forever. And we have finally united the Benelux to the true borders. I do hate that it's literally modern day Germany. Oh yeah, and Kingdom of Italy, which is under the Allies, just declared war on Greece. Meaning Greece is at war with Turkey. This is surely a timeline. No comment. But I think my Turkish viewers are about to have a good time. Sorry, my Greek viewers. Blame Italy. And I would say that counts as a success from being invaded by Germany to owning Germany, while only using tank divisions. Small update on the mega campaign. I'm trying to get it done soonish, but it will take me some more time because it's huge. Look forward to something amazing, probably 1-2 months from now. The videos are gonna be very over edited. That's how much I can say so far. But anyways, these were my divisions. My personal favorite here. My patrons, I love you as much as I love Soviet Union Denmark. That's amazing. Until next time, bye.